Hi, second graders. It's so good to see you today. I wish I could have seen you live, but unfortunately, today we had testing. So I am here at Lake County Virtual School doing my video lesson with you instead of it being able to see you guys in person, but that's okay. Today, we are going to go over a new book that I have for you, as well as also our new word book. I shared with you a cool word book last time, but I wanted to get this book specifically for my second graders. And our word for this week is not a word that you haven't heard before, but it's the word different. And so you'll notice that it is a bigger word. And I definitely want to challenge you to try to use this in your writings that you'll be doing, or anything in your language or words that you're using. So different. We definitely want to make sure that we are not the same as others, and it is okay to be different. So on the other side, we have some little people who are quite different. We have the extravagant lobster, Steve Dogs instead of Steve Jobs, cool reflections, and he's got some really cool shades on there. Brazen Burger, she looks kind of crazy. Audacious Air Kiss. Oh, she's got all kinds of little kisses on her. Ostentatious Ocelot. Unicorn Unicorn. It's definitely got spirals. And Fugitive Space Racer. All of these are different than normal, as you would see. So it's definitely a dare to be different. You were born to make a difference. Okay, so our skill this week in 2.01 is to practice our fluency, making sure that when we are reading, that we're reading nice and smoothly. If we have to take extra times to practice, that is totally okay. So I'm going to model some good reading for you in our story this week called Grumpy Monkey. And I looked at this book, I saw it in the library, and I was like, I have to have this book. So I checked it out, and I'm really excited because it also comes with a lesson. It has a really good theme. And the beginning of the story actually begins on the back. And we see on the illustrations that it says Jim is having a very bad day. So let's go ahead and dive in, paying really good attention to how smoothly I'm trying to read, and that I'm going to try to take my time. One wonderful day, Jim Pansy woke to discover that nothing was right. Singing here from the tree. The sun was too bright. The sky was too blue. The bananas were too sweet. Jim was confused. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Maribel. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Maribel. Why are you so grumpy, Jim? Asked Maribel. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. You get a really good look at Jim. But look at how you're standing, Maribel said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So Jim loosened up. Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy. Sure seems grumpy. Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brows. Then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why that frown, said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. I don't know if that's really a real smile. Look at his eyes. It's like, nah. He's faking it. Finally, Jim looked happy, but he didn't feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging. You should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. I don't think he wants to lie in the grass either. You should stomp your feet. I definitely want to be under those toes. You should take a bath. Look at that hippo. And make a splash. You should hug someone. Oh, that's dangerous. Uh-oh. He's gonna have some dinner. You should laugh. Oh, the hyena. You should take a nap. The crocodile. You should eat old meat. Ooh, that's disgusting. Or some honey. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. Well, everyone is just telling him what to do, aren't they? How do you think Jim's going to feel on the next page? So everyone has given him all of these things for him to do. How is Jim going to feel? Why are you grumpy? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. And he stormed off. Jim felt sorry, a little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyes were bunched up and he was frowning. What's the matter? Are you grumpy? Asked Jim. No, I danced with Porcupine, said Norman. Are you okay? Asked Jim. It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough, said Norman. Are you still grumpy? Yes, said Jim, but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy. It's a wonderful day to be grumpy, said Norman, and Jim agreed. And he was already felt a little better. So, through that, the first lesson is trying to read nice and smooth, making sure that we're taking our time at the periods, at the commas, taking breath as you're reading through your words. And now let's think about the theme of the story. So when I think about this theme, this was a little bit of a challenge because did Jim immediately get fixed in the story? Did everyone have the right answer? Seemed like everyone was giving him an answer, but it wasn't the right one, except for at the very end. At the very end, first of all, on this page, Jim really realized, okay, I need to think about my feelings. And yeah, I'm grumpy. But what I like about this page is that Jim said, right now I need to be grumpy. And by saying that, he already started to feel a little bit better. So what the theme for this is going to be is that sometimes we don't have immediate fix. We have big feelings. Sometimes we're going to be angry. Sometimes we're going to be grumpy. Sometimes we're going to be happy. And it's okay to have big feelings. We just have to make sure that we recognize how we treat other people, because I think we can all agree it wasn't really nice how he was treating other people. And he felt really bad at the end. So we have to make sure that even when we have big feelings, that we're treating everyone nicely, but it's okay to still feel grumpy, but we don't want to live there. So some things that we can do when we're feeling grumpy or we're feeling big emotions, think about what's making us upset. And then let's see if it's something that we can talk about. So for Jim, the best thing that happened is that Norman came along and he had a partner to talk to. So when you're having big emotions, sometimes you might be like Jim and you might need to have a good little time out in your room, not because you're in trouble, but just because you need a little space. You need to think things through and then have an opportunity to talk it out with someone. And I bet Jim could have also used a good hug. All right, so it's okay to have big feelings. Just sometimes we need to take care of ourselves and make sure we're taking care of others. So that's our story for this week, Grumpy Monkey. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to sharing another one with you soon. I've already got it pegged. It's in my bag, so I think I'm going to record it early because it's one of my favorite stories. And I will see you on Friday for reading groups. Bye, everyone.